My name is Valerie Montgomery. I was diagnosed and went through cancer treatments, and a year later, here to say that I am a survivor. When I was diagnosed in 2010, February of 2010, I was just a couple months short of my 33rd birthday. So here today, 34 years old, and telling my story. For a little over 2.5 years, I had test after test after test for symptoms I was experiencing, and turns out that just didn't get the right test in time. I was diagnosed in February with colorectal cancer, which is certainly not a common cancer in women, especially my age, but it happens. So I am a mother of 3 small children, a wife, and I was at the time working 40 hours a week as a postmaster for Canada Post. So my initial reaction and my husband's was, oh no, what do we do now? Fear instantly was, how are we going to survive? How are my children going to survive without their mom? We tried to make light of it and say that I certainly had to stick around because I couldn't leave my husband doing 3 sets of blonde pigtails every day going to school. So we knew that couldn't waste our energy on negativity, had to deal with the future, and we kept saying, suck it up and get this over with. For a few weeks, we cried daily, wondering what was to come, and were fearing the unknown, had no idea. Very uneducated about all different types of cancers, but knew that we had to do it as we could. We set up a driving schedule between parents, my husband and I, and schedules also set up for our children, because as any parent would know, children's schedules don't change because parents can't do it. So we still had skating, we still had dance classes, and we still had radiation treatments to get to. So grandparents and friends took our schedules weekly, because although this was very much a part of our family, we just didn't want it to affect our children at this point. My girls, our girls, they're still always my girls. Our girls didn't officially know it was cancer, for a little bit of protection on their behalf. After having the cancer spot sent away, it was confirmed that having the radiation and chemotherapy first had shrunk the tumor to the size of a loonie, and luckily enough, the cancer was already dead. I was officially unhooked from chemo November 12th, and knew November 12th I was never doing it again. So, and I'm going to hold the promise to never doing that again. During our whole 8-9 month experience, our family could never have grown closer. I had, as I said, dance classes still to happen. As my husband took one daughter to dance, I had my 2 oldest daughters. Babysitting mom is what they told their friends. And was sad enough for me to say my 7 and 9-year-old had to babysit mom. but they did a fantastic job. And I truly believe that I could never have done it without my family. I would wake up daily and say to myself, get out of bed, have your shower, do your hair, because your girls absolutely need you. And if it wasn't for them, I think this was probably the toughest thing I ever had to do. And I am thankful that I had them.
At one point, I couldn't even do my daughter's hair from the pain in my fingers. It left a tingling feeling, but more on the severe end of just a tingling, like my hands had fallen asleep. My feet to my knees are the same feeling. Now my hands have gotten better, but my feet to this day are still, I'm in agony every day. I get pains that shoot up through like a shock, and it can happen at any given time. I can never ever be without socks or shoes on. I even sleep with socks on. So I think people need to realize what just having cancer, there is more than just doing chemotherapy and radiation. There are, obviously the good is the effect that I'm here today and thankful for it for that. But on the bad note, it causes damage that could last forever.
So I'm thankful for absolutely everything in my life right now. I'm lucky to be here. I was very lucky with very little illness, no hair loss, which I was kind of hoping for a fresh start, but that didn't happen. And just absolutely everything in my life is, I'm thankful to be here to say that I'm thankful for it.